McFenley working it around here for the Fever. Good ball movement on this possession. Logo shot. Logo make for Clark.
The Indiana Fever. They make sure that the ball moves around until it gets back in the hands.
Getting Ryan Howard a wide open shot.
And wide open is Caitlin Clark, but she can't knock it down from up top. Tries it again from a different spot. That one connects.
It's going to be what, if they can get back into this game, it's going to be grabbing those boards, getting some second chance opportunities.
Clark gets herself free and hits a three-pointer.
Free ball rims out. Phoenix just 1 of 8 from the perimeter here so far. The 4th fastest pace of play, and that suits Caitlin Clark. Have a 33-16 lead. The WNBA Friday's 3 gold medalists as Boston dips inside and can't finish. Boston wrestling through a triple team. Here is Clark off the screen, launches, and drops a triple.
There are players who are great, and then there are players who change the game. Caitlin Clark belongs in that second category. She's not just a scorer, not just a passer. She's a force of nature on the basketball court. Someone whose presence alone can shift the momentum of an entire game.
But she'll have to be careful moving forward. Here's Clark on the move into the paint. Squeezes it to the corner to Mitchell. She got it. What a pass from Clark. What a hit from Mitchell. Arounds it. Veers into space. Here's Clark. Clark looking to take it around Lloyd. Clark bodies in and finishes.
Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches and hits a 3.
Push. Everyone runs. You run hard. Look at all that space.
She called it a dream come true when she found out she made the team. New York Liberty head coach and Australian head coach Sandy Brodello gave her the call, and she said she was just a bag of tears.
Hines Allen will launch and miss on a 3 ball. Mystics have opened up 0-4 from the floor. Clark, good feed inside. It's Samuelson.
Good ball by Katie Lou Samuelson, and Caitlin on a dime right there. And Hamby had a clear out.
Giroux turns, ducks in. Back Benley stays with her. Blocked from behind. That was Clark. And Clark looking to push. Cross-court pass. Pull back to Clark. She will launch and bury a 3.
What makes Caitlin Clark so special starts with her range. She doesn't just shoot threes. She launches them from well beyond the arc, from the logo, from deep corners, off the dribble, or on the catch. It doesn't matter. Her confidence in her shot forces defenders to pick her up far earlier than they're comfortable with.
Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists.
This is now the 5th straight game for the Fever with 40 or more points in the paint.
All right. They called it on Howard, her second. If anything, I thought maybe Kalani Brown might have been whistled for something.
Yeah, I didn't see that call at all.
Caitlin Clark.
In terms of holding on to the basketball.
The Fever with the ball. Clark passed up the long 3.
And to Boston, give the assist to Clark with the Boston finish.
Got a lot of scorers that haven't always hung their hat on that side of the ball. So as a team, they are continuing to grow in their defensive effort.
Now gamble defensively by...
And when you're guarding someone who can score from 30 feet out, the entire defense stretches. That creates lanes, opportunities, and chaos for opponents trying to keep up. Her handle is another part of her game that deserves serious respect. Smooth, tight, and creative.
Look, there's no question that the paint is a completely different story. As Clark just went right by her former teammates and laid it in. She's got 20. A point deficit. Shot clock is on. If you can play for the final possession, nobody picks up Clark. So she takes it in and lays it in. It's an and one for Caitlin Clark. She's putting together a first half masterpiece.
Kelsey Mitchell sprints up for the guard-to-guard screen. And if they don't switch on him quick, Caitlin Clark is good enough to make him pay.
For the reasoning behind her assists, which have been in the double-digit range here for 4 straight. Clark bouncing. There's Mitchell. Give her 6 assists in less than 7 minutes.
It's almost like they know exactly how to use her body and get to her spots, being able to affect that.
Clark is coming off a masterful night and starts us off strong here from Indianapolis with a 3 ball.
Man, just poised. She knows when the screen is coming.
Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo! Clark with a deep three.
The basketball from deeper in this league right now.
But they're not going to do that. And it's Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark, three ball in the lane. Good boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there.
Caitlin can break down defenders off the dribble with ease. She mixes crossovers, hesitations, spin moves, and sudden bursts of speed to keep defenders off balance. Whether she's setting up her shot or driving into the lane, she's always in control. And when she gets into the paint, she's fearless.
Biggest lead of the game for Vegas. It's up to 10.
I mean, Sydney Colson is a 42% three-point shooter.
Mitchell answers. Just the second made three for Indiana.
Finally missed one. Kennedy Carter had been 6 for 6 from the floor. Here's Clark. Finds the cutter. Boston inside for 2. Again, it's Clark to Boston.
Good job by the Dream getting back in transition defense because that's where Kelsey Mitchell likes to strike.
Wallace left alone, and another triple goes down for Indiana.
Good stuff.
She's needed a game like this. Her last 4, shooting 29% from three. Gets blocked by Clark.
Indiana's going to have to try to win this a second time here after that brilliant first half. Oh, Clark, beautiful feed, and there's Boston.
This play right here. She comes off the elbow. Coffee switches on, and then that escape.
Despite being regularly matched up against taller players, Caitlin finds ways to finish through contact, use angles off the glass, or dump it off to a teammate at the last second. She's got touch, control, and that rare instinct for knowing exactly when to attack and when to dish.
Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a three.
Clark, pull up 3. That one. And Clark was most recently named Rookie of the Month in the WNBA. The confidence personified by the youngster. Not afraid of the moment.
Had Mitchell right there. Did not see her. Mitchell was wide open on the wing. Here's Smith. The floater is good off the dime from Clark.
Here's Lloyd off the screen, way off the mark. Clark looking to run. Outlet pass. Oh, it's Mitchell. An eagle eye, Hawkeye vision from Caitlin Clark.
Another underrated aspect of her game is her pace. Caitlin never looks rushed. She controls tempo better than most guards, knowing when to push, when to slow it down, and when to let the game come to her. Her poise under pressure is something you typically see in seasoned pros, not players this early in their career.